Have you ever wondered why Amazon seems to know your favorite authors? Or why microblogging is permitted in the People's Republic of China, while Google isn't? A key idea to grasp when attempting to answer these questions would be that Web 2.0 sites store user information. This presentation shows why they shouldn't. This Web 2.0 thingy is a pretty big thing in the world of today. As of March 2012, 1 in every 8 people on the face of the planet is a Facebook user. 1 in every 13 uses Twitter. That's a lot of user information floating around on the internet. Let me clarify that. When making a Facebook account, you need to submit your full name, your email address, your gender, and your date of birth to the website. Same goes when you're making a MySpace account, but nobody makes those anymore, so. Uh. Twitter is less demanding. All you need is your full name and your email address. Still, that's pretty personal information. That's going straight to the website. What do websites do with this personal information? One thing they do is give it to advertising companies in order to make targeted advertisement possible. That's why Amazon knows all your favorite authors, or Google Ads knows all your favorite bands. In the case of Facebook, what they do is they share the information with app makers in order to enhance applications. Those dudes running the Tetris game aren't doing it for fun, they're doing it for profit. So, uh, they monitor the kind of users that use those Tetris games and make it more user friendly. Do they have the permission to do that? Well, not exactly. In a 2010 survey conducted in Norway, only 21% of web users answered that they always read the contents of privacy policies. One reason might be that uh, privacy policies generally look like this. They're long, and they're typically written in a legal context, which means that the vocabulary that is used is very technical and very difficult. Plus, do we have the say in the making of these privacy policies? The answer is nope. So, uh, it's our information. We should have a say. But no, even though it's our information, uh, we don't have a say in the making of these privacy policies, and the websites that have our information basically get to do whatever they want to do with them. What are the consequences of this? It means that we don't know who exactly has our information, we don't know where our information is, and we don't know if such third parties like advertising companies or app makers are responsible or not. The consequences: information leaks. In 2010, Facebook came under heavy criticism for an information leak in which they transmitted Facebook ID numbers, which means usernames and other personal information, to a number of data mining companies. One such company, called Ratleaf Inc., connected the names that they obtained to the profiles that they had already constructed through other forms of net monitoring. Watch out for these logo guys. Such data gathering companies make profits by, in turn, selling the information to other data gathering companies. The result of this is that your information is, well, it could be anywhere. That's pretty scary, huh? Now, the US government did nothing to persecute such firms because of the lack of laws regarding online privacy. What it does do is take advantage of this violation of privacy. Traditionally, governments blocked Web 2.0 communities because they were a stronghold for people opposing government power. However, some governments are using Web 2.0 as an efficient tool of surveillance, such as China. In China, social networks are required to record and store user information by order of the government so that dissidents could easily be identified and subdued. The Tunisian government infiltrated the online accounts of revolutionaries to observe their behavior. All this is evidence that the recording of user information by Web 2.0 services makes surveillance efficient and easy for the state. This also applies to democratic states, and the US of A is possibly taking notice. On January 7, 2011, it was revealed that a court order towards Twitter to disclose private information of several people related to WikiLeaks, most notably originator Julian Assange, to the US government, was approved of. It's called a subpoena in technical terms. Attached to this subpoena was a so-called gag order, which forbid Twitter of informing its users of this court order. Now, Twitter successfully sued and challenged this court order in court, but the fact remains that the government tried to abuse government power and obtain information of its critics. You all know this guy, Mark Zuckerberg. He once said, when you give everyone a voice and give people power, the system usually ends up in a really good place. So, what we view our role is giving people that power. What he doesn't realize is that as long as his company keeps on storing user information, governments could use that information in order to distribute to the people. So the people end up voiceless and powerless. So, in conclusion, Web 2.0 sites should not store user information because they don't have permission, and it's a mass violation of privacy, and leads to increased government surveillance. Whether Web 2.0 continues to be a lively place of discourse or degrade into a means of advertisement or surveillance, only the future can tell. Thanks for listening, and I wish you happy sailing in the sea of information and user-generated content. Thanks.